Y'all sleep. Girl, y'all go on ahead and wake up. Child. Girl, I got me some chamomile tea, sweetened with some honey. Cause child, last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was something else, honey. Did y'all get into it? Did you get into it? Did you get into it? Hold on, girl. Dish Trade texted me. Hold on 1 second. Asking me how I'm doing because he know we got snowed in and that. But anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with him, me, or y'all. We here to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, y'all. This is season 1, episode 13, girl, the finale. Can you believe it? We made it through the finale of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Chiller reception, child. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I felt like the camera was like right in my face, and I had to get that together. Hold on. I lost my notes, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Real Housewives trade threw me off, child. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, chiller reception. So the ladies are back in Utah, and all of them have their own little small recollection clips about what happened when Jen showed her ass down to Las Vegas. Most people come up there to lose their damn money. This bitch came up there and lost her damn mind. So Heather's getting ready for the launch of her new location, and Whitney comes over after she went to the gym. And she feels like Heather should call Jen and uninvite her. Myself personally, I had to agree with Whitney. And I'm just being real. Because at the end of the day, I felt like boundaries have been crossed. Like, if I was Heather when Jen popped me, as if we was in the store and I was 5 years old and she told me if I put my hands on anything, she gonna beat my ass. And then I went and grabbed the biggest lollipop I could find, and what I got, my ass whooped. Like, that was just the way that situation played off to me. And even though they made resolution, I still wished Heather would have stuck to her guns, because at the end of the day, I still don't bit more believe that Jen Shaw has changed no more than the man up there in that moon, and can't nobody tell me otherwise. Jen has made it through life with this type of mentality and perception of the world that she has. And I just refuse to believe this show and her situation with Heather just makes her want to change. Like, that bitch is still full of shit, and I don't trust nothing that come out of her mouth. And Heather, I wish that I could really be around you so that some of me can rub off on you, because you need it. Because I just, and I'm all for giving people chances. I'm all here for chances. But I feel like as many chances as you done gave that bitch, you are the new Chance the Rapper at this point. How many more chances do you need to give? When a bitch show you who the hell she is, you're supposed to believe her the first time. Not keep bringing her around for her to keep making the same stupid mistakes, and then you're sitting here left holding the bag. So Lisa meets with Jen down to the bar with Rich Cosby. And Jen thanks Lisa for being the only one to reach out to her since the trip, and she wants to hear her side of the story. Jen still isn't owning to the fact that she talked about the other ladies. Saying that nobody has yet to come to her and ask her why she is the way she is, or what's wrong with her, or what's really going on with her, or this, that, and this. She says that she feels very... She says that she feels very hurt by Heather, feeling like she thought that she was her friend and she had her back and she understood her more than anybody else, and to find that she doesn't hurts her deeply. This is the point right here where I said Jen is very delusional and she does not know. Ooh, excuse me, girl. Lord bless me, y'all. Bless me. This is why I said I don't believe a word that comes out of Jen's mouth as far as an apology or anything goes, because Jen loves to sit up and wants to give an apology and feels like, okay, now that I gave an apology, let me tell you why I did what I did. That's not how an apology works, Jen. And you have yet to own up to your part. You've yet to really own up to the fact that you was being messy, sitting around here cackling about this woman's marriage and this woman's family, but you claim that y'all are friends so damn bad. You failed to own that. You failed to own the fact that, yes, Whitney was wrong for bringing that vitriol to his party. Absolutely. That woman was not responsible for you losing your shit and losing your cool the way that you did. Like, that's what bothers me. And it bothers me the most because y'all dumb bitches accept the shit. Like, I'm with Meredith at this point. Bitch, I'm gonna need for you to prove it to me. Because at this point, your words aren't backed up by nothing. Period. Because I feel like y'all have just been through this before. I feel like it's always Jen overreacting to situations. Y'all have to piggyback on how y'all feel to keep her from having a meltdown. And then she's just like, oh, okay, now that y'all understand, we good. Like, I always ask, when will Jen ever take accountability? When would it ever be Jen's fault? I was over that conversation. And Lisa, you bugged me the most because at the beginning of this damn series, you was dying to be president of the Mean Girl Click Crew, where you won't seeing it for Heather, Whitney, or Jen for real, for real. You sit up and you act like a tyrant talking about how you would never be friends with a person like that and yada, 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 to now all it takes is for you to see her crying, to now you want to go and talk to her. You care about her friendship. You care about this. You care about that. Like, to let me tell it, none of you bitches are friends. All of y'all just co-workers. That's how I feel. I feel like at this point, all of y'all are co-workers. Even the motherfuckers that supposedly known each other for over 10 plus years. Y'all co-workers. Moving on. So Meredith and Seth that's home. Girl, they sitting around being all lovey-dovey. And see, Meredith, I gotta be honest with you. I honestly liked y'all better when y'all was separating and you was hunching on who you really want to be on, and he was with who he really want to be with down to Ohio is where he not from. Shout out to Bow Wow and one of his plethora of hits. Yeah, that's how I honestly feel. This whole lovey-dovey thing that y'all got going on, I was like, ilk. Okay, ilk. I'm gonna need for y'all to start fussing, fighting, doing something, because I went with it. So then she talks to him about what happened in Vegas and yada, 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 yada. And he says that she just needs to own it, that their marriage was fucked up. Nothing was going right in it. They did hit a rough patch, but we decided once we took some time apart, we wanted to make it work, and that's what we're trying to do. So at the end of the day, and that's a very mannish way to take it. Most men don't care about stuff like that. But I understood where Meredith was coming from. It's like at the end of the day, though, bro, yeah, we friends, but don't we deserve the right to have some stuff to ourselves, even though we're friends? And I preach about that up here all the time. Just because we're friends or we're cool or we're friendly, that does not mean I'm obligated to tell you every single last solitary inner workings of what's going on in my life, especially when it comes to my marriage. You understand what I'm saying? So I was with Meredith. Like, at the end of the day, I hear you, but nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And I feel like if we're friends, You just shouldn't do no shit like that. Am I doing that to y'all? Do I sit around cackling kiki about what y'all husbands doing or ain't doing? Am I going around planting seeds about what y'all got going on in y'all marriage to other people? No. So why should I just take it under the chin and be like, oh, okay, it's all good? Nah, I was with Meredith on that. And I do agree too. All of y'all got some shit with y'all marriage. All of y'all. All of y'all. All of yous. All of y'all got something with y'all marriage. Like Lisa, listen, John about to be the new Seth in a minute while Lisa bullshitting. And we all see Sharif for his works. I'm telling y'all, Sharif got a whole nother family and a whole nother wife somewhere way across town. He went on ahead and appeased Jen for this show. That's why he sweet talks her. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. He has mastered the art of making Jen look like the pathetic woman, the pathetic slob that she is. All right? And Jen, normally I will roast and gag, and that will be a roast and gag, but that's honestly what I think about you, Jen. I honestly think that you are a pathetic shell of a woman. That's honestly what I think of you. That's not a roast, that's not a gag. And I honestly feel like Sharif aids in that. Because Sharif did a really good job making sure that even though I believe every word of what you said, because again, he has another wife and another family somewhere across town. Now, he may not have another wife, but he damn sure got a girlfriend / baby mama and some other children. All right? Some other chillins. You understand? So Whitney goes to see her dad to be a model for him so he can land a job as a hair instructor. And she's hoping that this will be the fresh new start and that they don't have to go through this again. I really pray for your strength in the Lord, Whitney, because judging what we about to see on next week's reunion, and the reunion look like it's about to be a key, yeah. Girl, you are way too trusting of an addict. At the end of the day, yeah, that's your daddy. You're excited to try to have him back. But at the end of the day, your daddy is an addict. And he will forever be an addict. Okay? That's why you have to make sure that you constantly stay on him 24/7, 365. You give him an inch, he will take a mile. I'm just saying. And let me take that back. Once an addict isn't always an addict. What I mean by that is, if you were once an addict and you got yourself clean and sober and you've been sober for years, you still have temptation. You know what I mean? You're never really over it, but you are over it. You're over it to where you don't have to depend or focus or go through your life dealing with that stuff. But when things get heavy and when stuff get hard, or you have things on your mind, or you bottle stuff in, idle mind is a devil's workshop. Look. I'm not about to get on that, man. I'm not about to get on addiction. We're going to move on. So Meredith goes to see Heather. Meredith says that she doesn't care. She does care about Jen, and she knows that she has other things going on, but that does not excuse her bad behavior, and that does not excuse her for going around town spreading lies or rumors or telling truths about her marriage. And I had to agree with her on that. Heather says that the only way she can move forward with Jen is for Jen to give her a clear apology for not only the personal things, but for what happened in Vegas as well. Because if her daughters have friends like her, she would tell them to kick her to the curb. Yeah, you need to start taking your own advice. I still feel like you need to kick Jen to the curb. Jen is not your friend. Jen don't know how to be nobody's friend. Jen is only your friend so long as you listen to her and you agree with her and you hang on her every word. Wherever she goes, you go. Wherever she says, you agree. Whenever she says jump, you say how high. Whenever she say go deeper, you ask her how deep. Okay? Mary at choir rehearsal. First of all, the first thing that put a trouble in my spirit was when she walked in and the choir started cheering for her. I got completely confused. Y'all listen to me. I sung in Millie Patrick's Children Choir, Youth Young Adult Choir, Inspirational Choir, PBIC, Voices in Unity, Echoes of Joy, Harmony Fellowship, GMWA, Hampton Roads chapter. Like, I sung in a lot of choirs. Never at one point when my choir director walked in, we start busting and cheering. Girl, hell no. We tired. Our feet hurt. We've been at work all damn day. We had to deal with the damn chillings. We had to be at school all day. We got praise dance rehearsal right after this. Plus got to go home and finish our projects. Because we got school the next damn day. We ain't got no time to be sitting around here cheering for no choir director or no damn first lady. I felt that to be very troubling. Like, I won't hear for that at all. Now, maybe they just did that to try to play on to this Mother Mary thing and yada, yada, yada. But I felt slimy after that. Like, I won't with it. And then Mary commenting on the guitar player's weight. But then, when she continued to walk past, I thought I saw what I thought was two drum sets side by side each other. Turned out to be one drum set and a nigga that's shaped like a whole nother drum set. But you ain't said nothing to him other than he looking healthy. But you gonna call out the guitar player. That's, he got a little thickness to him. But like. The point I'm trying to make with that is, and I hate when pastors do that. That's that nice, nasty shit that you're trying to cloak under the guise of being holy, and I'm just trying to help better your life. You all but said that man was fat and he need to lose weight. What does his weight got to do with what does his weight got to do with him strumming his pain with his fingers? What that got to do with anything? It has nothing to do with nothing. You didn't even have to call that man out. That man not even fat or on the damn obese spectrum for you to even be sitting up there saying anything to him. Other than a hello, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you doing mighty fine. Last time I seen you, it's been a long time. Other than that shit, no. I'd have cussed your ass the hell out, Mary. I know you lying. And then, girl, fake temple, y'all really need to go and find y'all salvation and glory someplace else, because you're not gonna get it at Mary's cult, girl. You're not gonna get it at Mary's cult. And if anybody that's a part of Mary's cult that sees this and you mad with me, bitch, get mad, because I said it. And I stand by every word of what I said. Fake temple is a cult. They proved it tonight when they cheered when that woman walked in. I was over it. So Sharif taking Jen salsa dancing, that was cute. And then he made a little dinner for her at the place. That was cute. She starts to cry and apologize. That was cute. He accepts her apology and, says he's going to stand with her. That was cute. Fine. So Heather's grand opening. Heather invites Billy in. He gives his stamp of approval of the building. Congratulations, Billy. Billy, it must make you feel a type of way that you thought that woman was going to be broken penniless and she was always going to need you and that you was always going to have her up under your thumb. Honey. Listen, that's why I rocks with Heather. Heather said, listen, yeah, I'm broken, but I'm healed. I'm broken, but I'm healed. And I'm going to show you just how much I healed too by getting this paper and my riches and glory. And I was all here for it. Don't you ever allow no heartache and no pain stop you from living your damn life and from keeping you from being your full potential. You always pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you keep on fucking going. When God had to walk through the Pontius Pilate carrying the cross and the crown of thorns on his head, and people was hitting him, throwing rocks at him, spitting at him, cursing at him, hitting him, whipping him, and what he do? He kept the cross on his back and he kept going. Why? Because that was just his cross to bear at that time. But you see, it got better. Hold on to yourself. So Mary walks in, y'all, and girl, Mary walked in looking like a Plato's Closet mess. Like, Mary looked like... Mary was giving me Salvation Army realness, bitch. Like, Lord. Mary listen, for you to be so fashion forward, why do you be so damn tacky? I thought when rich people get rich, the first thing they go out and do is buy them all designer clothes, designer shoes, designer jewelry. They have a stylist come around there, they style them, and they make them look like they money. Mary, you... So then, listen, do not do not feel bad for Mary and do not cry for her Argentina, because even though she at the bottom, she not at the bottom by her damn self. Meredith, your outfit was cute, and I agreed with you for not wearing the boots because it was cute. What was not cute was that bejeweled face mask that wasn't even a face mask because it had holes in the shit. Holes big enough that you could fit a straw through for you to be able to sip your damn wine, girl. Why did you wear that? Probably listen to Brooks' ass. I told you. Brooks ain't nobody damn stylist, girl. You keep on listening to Brooks. So Lisa tells Meredith about meeting up with Jen after Vegas. Meredith is shocked because they've been friends for over 10 years and Jen attacked her family. Meredith says she's not going to tell her who to be friends with, but now she needs her own space. And again, I can't say that I'm confused by Lisa. Because you was just sitting here on the... And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Lisa can't have a heart. And I'm not saying that Lisa is wrong for seeing her cry like, damn, bitch. Like, you look so damn pitiful. Girl, look. If you look, fine. You got something to say, I hear you out. But it's like at the end of it, that's one thing. It's almost like Jen's feelings almost trumped how Meredith felt. And for you and Meredith to be so close and 10-year friends, I mean, Lisa, I guess, listen, I like the way the conversation was handled. Meredith side-eyed the hell out of Lisa, but she didn't drop Lisa by the wayside. She said, fine, that's cool. I'm not telling you to be friends with. All I'm saying is I'm not cool with her. I don't want to be around her. And, you know, as long as you can respect that, me and you could be cool. I was with it. Jen arrives. Girl, this chamomile tea is the truth. Whitney goes to talk to Jen, and Jen gives her a fake-ass apology. Not surprised. Jen talks to Meredith. Jen apologizes to Meredith. Meredith appreciates it, but she needs actions over time to prove her words are true. Jen doesn't understand why she's not accepting her apology. Of course you don't, Jen. Heather and Jen talk. Heather gives her a piece of her mind. Jen owns up and apologizes to all of the ladies, but doesn't know what she's owning up to because she just doesn't understand. And that was basically the end of the episode. Like, and for all of y'all to walk away from that and it's like some sort of kumbaya thing, girl. Well, it obviously wasn't, because judging by the reunion, won't nobody feeling Jen and her fake ass apologies. I mean, and I'm glad that they wasn't. Y'all, this is my assessment of the show. Personally, I believe, all right, what I'm not here for is the religious thing. Y'all really made Mormonism sound like a complete cult. It did. It gave me very much so Scientology based. It did. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily what y'all meant to do, but from the viewer standpoint, that's what it was. Like at first, I was kind of here for it, but then once it kept going on and on and on, and we started digging deeper into it, it just got more and more obnoxious, and I was over it at that point. I think y'all banked on Mary being married to her grandfather a little bit too much, because once the hype of that was over with, and then come to find out she got fired in the middle of the damn season because they switched production companies, and then the other production companies bought her ass back. So that's why we really wasn't seeing Mary in the scenes like that, and we saw her tonight. Yeah, I feel like once the hype of that wore off, you know, I mean, Yeah, it's nasty. It's horrible. It's something that a normal, sane, in the membrane person would do. But once that's worn off, that was dead. And then it finished off with Jen and her antics. And it was entertaining, but it was also nerve-wracking and childish and stupid and idiotic. And, you know, it just got to be monotonous. Like, I feel like it has potential. And if it comes back, I would bring Whitney back. I would bring Heather back. I would bring Lisa back. Only if Lisa gives more of her real life. The business thing is cool. But considering how your husband was lightweight throwing you shade, doing some of these confessionals and stuff like that, and doing some of these scenes, I feel like your stuff ain't picture perfect either. And you will be a lot more relatable, and maybe even we'll be able to understand you more if we get a lot more of your real life. So only if Lisa does that, and the same thing goes to Meredith. Only if Meredith could get up here and finally admit that her and Seth don't want to be with each other anymore and things like that and yada, 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 yada. I might will have her back, or if not, holding a snowflake, she could be a friend of the show. And then somebody new could come in and fill her spot, and Jen's and Mary's spot, because I don't want Mary back. Mary don't fit in, and I'm just not here for her story. I mean, once it wore off, it wore off. Girl, that's passe. We done with that. What else is new? And yeah, I don't have to have Jen back either. Jen is not entertaining. She's annoying. She's an eyesore to look at. She's a nuisance. Excuse me, y'all. Whatever scenes Jen was on, it was just like, ugh, this bitch again. Yeah, get rid of Mary. Get rid of Jen. Get rid of Lisa if she's not going to give her real story. Bring Meredith back on as a friend of the show. That leaves 3 new spots for 3 new girls to come in, preferably younger hoes. And then we can see how they rally up with these other women. And maybe that'll be, you know, for season 2. Hopefully there is a season 2. It was interesting. It was slow, but it did pick up. It was interesting enough for them to get a season 2. And if they do have a season 2, I will be back to review. That's Housewives. That's Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all jump down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Let me know what y'all thought about the first season. Let me know if y'all want to see a season 2. Let me know who y'all want back, who y'all don't want back, who y'all want to see a friend of the show, so on and so forth. And until later on tonight when I watch Growing Up Hip Hop, I'll let y'all later. Bye.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.